Hello guys, this is NoFragLimit from the Octagon. We'll be recording my game today on the Octagon versus Philip Stahl. This is the second round of the tournament. I apologize for my voice. I am sick today. I have a man flu. So if anyone will find out my sneezing and coughing disgusting, just turn off my voice please. Okay. So, as I said, I don't know nothing about my opponent. I just recently found out he's going to be playing Ragnar versus my Shadowsun. The planets are actually really interesting because there's a lot of resources on the board. There's not too many cards, so playing for the cards will be essential. As you see, we actually tried to mulligan again. As we both just mulliganed terribly, and we had like one unit in each other's hand, so we decided this is going to go differently, and we're going to do it mulligan again. My opponent was totally fine with that, so I did mulligan again, and as you see on my hand, I have 3 copies of Shadowsun Stealth Cadre, and this itself is a really good start for me, as I can use them as an attachment +2 and 2, and they can come back from the discard. So this is a great gift from the Chaos Gods. And also I have a sniper drone and a fire direct terminators. Interesting thing about this deck is like I do have actually 50% of my units, they do belong to the Space Marines. This deck is mainly set on the attachments. Obviously I do have ambush platform and the other cards, but let's do not keep you any more longer and start the game. So my opponent has the initiative. He will start first. Right on for me, the best tactic I can straight kind of think about is to deploy the sniper drone and boost him with 2 and 2 as the attachment to get like 4 ranged and 4 reload on the spot. But not having the initiative here is actually something good for me, because I can really see where he's going to deploy his units. I will definitely try to deploy the Shadowsun as the single unit. 7 resources, I can only play 1 fat unit and 1 smaller unit. I really need to get some command, so I think I'm going to go there. Okay, so the first thing he does, he basically goes with signature unit onto planet number 3. It's an interesting choice. I don't really know. You see, he's probably realizing as well, like this game is basically for the cards, as there's plenty of resources on this map. We will be drawing dead pretty soon, so I will just deploy my standard unit on the planet number 2. Can already do much. And the resources I will need, as I have 2 expensive units on the next round, I may be short if I would like to deploy both, so let's just play that. This is kind of interesting, also that now he's got only 5 resources, so the only thing he can play here, I mean, from the Ragnar, I would expect like a lot of small units moving around just to trap my warlord, and probably that's going to be his tactic. He will probably try to predict where I'm going to land and trap me somewhere there in between. Don't really know where he meant to go. My opponent is thinking here. Wow, and this is something I didn't expect to see. So he actually plays the fire direct terminators here, This is the unit I do have in my hand as well, so it could be actually the interesting exchange. I am really surprised to see that unit here from his perspective. Like, you know, this is not something like Ragnar would normally use to trap me, because I'll be pretty much avoiding contact with the fire dregs on my warlord. He'll be probably scaring me off, more likely, from the planets he would not like me to see on. So he's probably, maybe his tactic is like, he's basically putting this unit to push me off onto a different planet where the Ragnar will land. I'm trying to overthink that as well. But now the choice is, I definitely need to go for the first planet to prevent him from gaining that. If he will win the first planet, he can easily move the fire drag on me. So the first planet is for me very essential to just move the unit now. What I could do, I could put a sniper drone against his Ragnar. But in this situation, I think the fire drakes are more likely to... They will be definitely more effective against the Ragnar on the first planet by itself, so I will deploy fire drags on that, yeah. I think it's the best option than the sniper drone, and I can keep the sniper drone for later on to decide. Depends where the action will be. Yeah. Now my opponent will have some second doubt from landing onto this fire drag itself, 1-to-1. It will be a very difficult choice to make. He can only do that to kind of prevent me from gaining the command, but really he's not gonna win any battles against this unit. So I can easily move my warlord somewhere else, but I don't want to waste my chances, like from deploying the extra attachment by the reaction. So I'm actually thinking about landing on the plan number 2. As you see, I have the even the odds card on my hand, so if I will gain the resource, I'll be able to move the attachment between 2 units, and definitely by winning planet number 1, I'll be able to move the fire drag onto planet number 2. So if I will take the Shadowsun on planet number 2 and attach the attachment to Shadowsun Stealth Cadre to boost him to 4-4 and move the fire drag there, I'll have 2 strong units against his 1, and even the odds will basically just help me to shift the power around. So I will definitely is going to win this planet. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. There's definitely... Let me just skip that. Oh, there was a pause here. So yeah. I hope, obviously, straight away, my situation is clear. I don't know where my opponent's going to go. I believe he may go for plan number 1, bring his signature unit, and just try to... Or he's going to go for plan number 5, just to bring some nasty support and stuff like that. Really hard to say. Yeah, okay. So plan number 4, this is surprise. So he basically went for the resources. I will deploy my attachment from my reaction, as I said. This is allow me to boost my strength there. Just need to add some markers there. So I'm winning command on plan number 1 and plan number 2. He's winning command on 3 and 4. So he's gaining 3 resources in the card. I'm gaining 3 resources in the card. It's actually a pretty even first round in the command. But I see already... this is beautiful draw. The 1 card and 3 shielder. Oh, I really love that one. Okay. possibly with this card, that means that my stealth cadre will survive even moving the attachment after even the odds. So yeah, pretty awesome, I would say. Yeah. I need to explain here, my opponent doesn't really know the Octagon mechanics here. He do not play too many games online. He's a live player. The opposite to me, I never played live, which I regret actually. I would love to do that. So I just kind of try to explain to him, like F5, the shortcut will gain all the bonuses automatically. Okay. Let's go to plan number 1. I don't think my opponent's going to have any actions in command, and knowing the Ragnar deck, there's not too many possibilities for that. Plan number 1, nothing really coming my way. Let's skip that, Albert. So, as I said, I will move my unit to plan number. Well, actually, by this, I'm bringing the signature unit to this plan as well. So I'm able to wipe out this entire army, which is actually good. It is actually good. I have 2 shoulder, 3 shoulder on my hands. I have loads of firepower, loads of shields. I feel like I have advantage here, but don't really know what's on my opponent's hand. He's got 3 resources, 6 cards. It could be a nasty, like, ambush unit and drop pods or something like that. Don't really know. Okay, actions folded. First strike for 4. Onto his smaller units. I will try to get rid of that one. Do not bring the damage on myself from the fire drake first, as I want to move this attachment after the strike. I really need to think about how many damage points I will leave it behind here. So getting rid of the smaller unit, I think, is a better choice, instead of just pounding this fire drake. I could be wrong. Wow, okay, this is this is the card I was a little bit afraid of. Great move. He protects his small unit, keeping quite a lot of possible damage here. So by playing this card, my opponent shows like he's really actually thinking about winning this battle. Well, he cannot win the battle, but he definitely wants to compete with me here. So okay. Disappointed to see this one surviving here. Fire drakes will attack. No, small unit will attack. Okay, so he actually recognized that I will try to kill him off, and he tries to. He's targeting Shadowsun. I'm quite happy to put that damage on my warlord actually. You know, I still have a lot of health points. I could keep my units alive. The next initiative will be on my side, so I could kind of bounce off in the next round if in case of any danger. I will just keep that damage on my warlord and try to fight off. So I'm attacking here with the warlords for the small units. I don't really know why. It's a dangerous move. Oh, he's shielding again now. Okay, it's a dangerous move. A little bit. I could consider like he will hit me with the fire drake. He may do some ambush as well. But I believe I was pretty confident here that my shields will protect me, so yeah. And the Fire Drake attacks right now, and probably killing my cavalry units. That'll be nasty, but I will show that definitely. Yeah. So he's attacking my warlord. Well, I need to show that one now. I cannot leave him on 5 damage, that'll be too dangerous. 3 shielder. Very early scrap, but not really. I'm not really sad about that one, to let it go. I could bring it back. It's a drone card. I do run the repair base in my deck. Repair base allows me to bring the attachments, I mean the drawn cards on top of my deck back, which is mainly the idea I had to bring the shields back, the 2 shielder from the heavy market drone and 3 shielder from commanding drone. So I will dig it out at some point, I believe. I'm attacking here with the 5 Helldrake, Fire Terminator here. Fire Drake Terminator, yeah. Pretty awesome. Getting rid of the small annoying... Oh, there you go. Elysian Assault Team. I didn't expect that. So my opponent actually pulled off a few tricks already. First of all, he prevented auto damage on a small unit. Then he actually brought another unit. He's targeting my warlord consistently. I need to shield it again. This is another drone card in my deck. Very early scrap. Not really happy about that, but well, there's no other choice for me now. I need to protect my warlord. You still have advantage of the firepower. The initiative is my side, so winning this battle is still in my favor. But I think I will retreat my warlord just to avoid those nasty attacks. Surprisingly, he's retreating his unit from the planet. I thought like he's gonna really move both of them. That's a strange move for me to do, in my opinion. I don't really like that. He's leaving his he's leaving his Fire Drake Terminators against 2 strong units on the planet. I don't really see why he would do that. I even asked on the chat if he's sure that he wants to keep him, and he takes a minute to think about that. Probably 3 cards, 2 resources. Still, he may have some tricks in his hand. Drop borders out, or I don't know. Well, something is fishy here. Something is really fishy. If he's thinking about it, like seriously, to stay single against 3-6 and 4-4. Okay, so he's moving around. Alright, so he changed his mind. I will spawn now 2 chimeras from the effect of the planets. I'm thinking to put them with the Ragnar, but no, they will insta-die. Let's just put it on last planets, where I will try to go with the Shadowsun, so they will protect me there, because I need some support to dig them out. I think this is a good move. So yeah, the first planet, easy win. Let's just speed that up a little bit. So he's triggering the effect of the planet, exhausting my Terminator, which makes sense. 2 icons tapped for the next command. Okay, let's see, the end of turn 1. Initiative on my side, and I'm pulling 2 units, Space Marine Blood Angel Veterans and White Scar Bikers. So I have 7 resources. That means I can pull 2 of those units easily, with the sniper, one of those, and the sniper drone, which fits me perfectly, and I'll be still able to apply the stealth cadre as the attachment. So it's a good situation. My opponent have 6 resources, so he will definitely put something in play. But as you see on board, there is 2, 3, 5, 6 resources against 3 cards. So we both on the 5 cards. I'm really thinking now to start choking him on that field. The planet, what I get, strong point and the blue, tech, red, blue. Well, so basically the winning condition is up to planet number 5. So that's going to be a long game. So if I can start choking him on the cards, that's why I'm going to deploy the unit of planet number 2 to basically control them planet. I think planet number 2, planet number 4, 5. This is what I want to control right now. Wow, okay, so he actually... Okay. So he recognized, like, we will play for the commands. He's deploying cheap units, which actually allows him to even do more after winning the command. I'm thinking seriously about deploying this sniper drone on the last planet to block his command. Yeah, if he's not going to be able to win the command, he's not going to be able to trigger this Duke. Yeah, it's kind of waste to see that unit go in the last planet, because it's a great range combat unit, but it's got 2 command icons, and that's what I need to do. Win the command, get the resource and the card, prevent him from triggering the unit ability. Yep. White Scar Bikers, okay, we have a similar unit in our decks. 5 Drakes and the Bikers. He deployed the unit on plan number 1. I'm pretty now pretty sure he's going to go for that. He's going to land in here and try to win the battle on plan number 1. I have 0 resources now, so I cannot do anything else. But I think what I'm going to do, I will need to go for plan number 1. Just, if I will go there, I will completely block his command. I think I could boost the stealth cadre with another attachment there, which will be basically, yeah, will make 2 strong units there. 6/6, 3/6, with the trigger ability. With my initiative, I think I am in strong advantage to basically win that battle, and also, you know, triggering the 2 chimeras. If I can go anywhere else, he will definitely move onto me. I go for the plan number 1. And yeah, as I expected, plan number 1 as well. Okay. As I said, I deployed the attachment to my unit as the reaction of the Warlord, boosting it up to 6. I'm winning plan number 2, plan number 5 in commands. But before that, there's a reaction from Ragnar. As he landed on the same planet as my Warlord, he will be able to deal 2 damage. Reminding my opponent about that. Okay, so interesting choice. He actually targeting my units. Whoa, okay, another drone, and now I have loads of shields to protect my units. That's a really good turnout of events, because I will be able to survive, survive, strike, and move detachment. Yeah, that's what I want. So, okay, let's pray. Right, there's no surprises here. There's a slight confusion. My opponent thought he won the command on plan number 1. I just reminded him there was a tie, so he used to take those 2 resources back, which he just claimed. Yeah, so I basically left him on 2 resources, 3 cards. Not really a wet game, I would say. One trick. Let's go to battle. The first choice obviously will be hitting the White Sky Bikers, I think, as they have 4 attacks with the Warlord. They're pretty dangerous right now in that spot. I have 6 attack units, so I'll be able to get rid of it straight away. And that's what I need to do. So the first shot into this unit. Okay, so no surprises here. He goes off. Now it's actually okay. Now it's actually, I'm pretty sure I will win this battle as well. There's nothing else you could impose any danger to me. Another strike in my Warlord. Consistency. And me as well. I'm shielding all the blows. Pretty annoying for him that I am loaded with the shields here, because he already wasted 7 damage on this Warlord. He could be dead by now. Okay, so I'm striking onto the weaker unit with 1 HP, so I can kill them off. Wow, okay, signature event, discarded as a shield, so he wants to keep him alive. Interesting. Okay. Ready? I think I will pull my Warlord back. I just didn't need to do anything because my opponent made a decision first, didn't wait for me, which is even better. I will put 2 Chimeras with the Blood Angels on plan number 2 as a protection, and trigger the turn straight away. Okay, now the situation looks pretty good. I have second plan secured with a lot of firepower. I have a drone dominating this Duke. Wow, okay, so my opponent actually put this unit. Wow, okay, so by this move itself, he already tells me where he intends to land. So he will go for plan number 1, because this unit basically wins the command and is able to bring more units onto the planet during the battle. So he's probably hoping to spawn firepower there. I have some units to dominate the commands. I think What I need to do is to bring more firepower, and if there'll be a battle, I need to really dominate that field. Okay, so another unit, a small unit on plan number 2. Okay, so by that he probably, okay, so he's pretty sure I'm gonna go for plan number 1, and he wants to get those 2 resources anyway to be able to bring the unit in. So what I can do now, I need to block him. Blocking him in a command is the best thing I can do here. I've got him locked on plan number 4. There's a lock on plan number 1. There's a tie. Now there's a tie on plan number 2. So I'm actually winning on 1 resources 1 card. He's being locked on 1 resources 2 cards. So if he's going to go plan number 1, and I'm going to go plan number 1 as well, because I think he's going to go there, and it may not be enough to put him down. Those 2 chimeras and those 2 units. I should be really going there for plan number 1 as well, just to kind of block his command once again. So yeah, this is pretty interesting now. Okay. So you can see actually he must be annoyed. Reactions from the warlord. Okay, I intended to have a reaction here. I should really wait for him. He never said anything. I put the rifle on the bath. Now I want to do. Now I realised the mistake. I want to pull it back. I reminded him about the Ragnar again, because he's just keep forgetting about that. Now I put the rifle anyway. It doesn't really matter what he decides. Well, and he goes straight away for the Blood Angels with the rifle. Alright, no, I don't need really to show that. The ability prevents 1 damage, so it's only 1. Still, he's ready, so he's going to be able to defend himself from any of the firepower he's got on board. I have 2 shields on my hands, and from all the command there's a tie on plan number 1, tie on plan number 2. Plan number 4, I'm winning here again, so yeah. Not really much, but a little bit by bit, we going forward. I mean, yeah. And another sniper drone. This is a good drone. I like that one. To be able to bring him in, it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's start the battle plan number 1. He attacks first. Surprisingly, he's choosing to attack the Blood Angel, who's able to defend himself still. I didn't intend to shield it, and that's a crashing blow. Okay, so that's a mistake from my side. He planned that well from the beginning with the reaction of the Ragnar. He did really good maths. I didn't shield it here, which is my mistake. It's going to cost me a good unit with the attachment. Okay, not a really good start. But I've got those chimeras here, and they will do some damage. I cannot really target the fire drake, but I should be really killing off the smaller units now. My opponent kind of recognized here is a difficult situation right now for himself. First Chimera basically chipping off the first smaller units. Yeah. Ragnar will target probably the other Chimera, which I can shield. Really waste. Well, I can bring those attachments from the discard, so not a big deal. Yeah, I will try to shield that. Yep. Oh, no mercy. Okay, this. But he does have a Ragnar exhausted already, so not really sure. Okay. Probably he intends to tap the Duke. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Chimera is gone. Okie dokes. Well, not a great loss. We just wasted some shields. No mercy could be more dangerous if you target the other units with the attachments at some point. So good discard for me. I still have a lot of firepower. I think the bikers, they have now four attack, so I will go for yeah. Not really decided, but I think I should go for the small unit. Should I? Nah, leave it. Okay. Warlord, 4 damage. Going for the numbers right now. So Ragnar has got a really strong blow here, and I will hit him again. So he's basically almost bloodied. Okay. I'm deciding to retreat my Warlord, but he moves everyone around, which is good. Another one battle for me, quite easily pushed him off. I will inflict the 1 damage on his Duke. Doing this on the other unit doesn't have much sense because he will prevent his ability. So yeah, that was pretty easy. And I still kept even the odds unused. This is amazing. I had the plan to use it in the first round and it's still in my hand. So I love to have this possibility. Oh, for the Tova. I love this card. Okay. No, I need to bring some more attachments. Oh, this is lovely. This is cool. My initiative. I decide to play the sniper drone. Pilot number 1. Yep. Now when I'm watching this and I'm thinking about that game, I don't really know why I did that. I think this is basically... I know. My opponents have only 2 cards. So... And I want to push this second battle. Yeah. He's only got 2 cards. And I want to just push the momentum and strike him hard. He will have no army at all. He cannot go for the last planet because it's basically a dead end. I decided to go for the second planet because I could really just win the first one, killing Ragnar on the ranged, and he decided to go for the second planet, recognizing the same thing as well. And there we go, we met there. So I blocked him again. And from my Warlord ability, I decide to bring the marker drone on the Terminators, which will double the damage inflicted on that unit. And I think this is the best move I can do here. as I will need to reduce his health points as much as possible. And in the command, again, I am blocking him completely, preventing from triggering the Duke. Plan number 1, plan number 3. It gives me a lot of resources, which allows me to pull both of tricks from my hand. This is really good. And but before I draw, my opponent have the reaction from Ragnar, and he triggers it on my warlord again, which is great actually. At that point, I can say most of my units are on the plan number 2 already, and this is the winning condition, so I don't need to really go there with the Shadowsun in the next round. I can afford to have him bloodied even, but let's see. Plan number 1, ranged. What I didn't notice as well, in my hand there is a repair bay now, so that's a really good sign. It will allow me to bring those shields on the drone cards, whatever I discarded in the very beginning. So yeah, that will secure. Whoa, pre-shielder. He could get one prevent. I don't really understand that move. He could really have one prevented, triggered ability, and still survive, and he used a free shoulder. I think that's a mistake from my opponent. He could use the free shoulder on the next strike, like from the Blood Angel veteran or something like that. No, he's just gonna die. Yeah. One card, yeah. Well, that was a waste. So he wasted this shield. And what I'm gonna do, I'll just tap the Dukes. It doesn't really matter at all. But it would just annoy my opponent, I think, completely. Okay, the main battle. Ragnar is weak. 1 card, 5 resources. Any tricks? I don't believe. I'm pretty confident I could possibly kill him off in 1 strike using this Delva straight away. But I could really try that with the Chimeras as well. I mean, 1 card was the possibility, whether, well, it could have a shield, but let's try my luck. There we go, bloodied. Okay, so risk pays off. It is great. I'm deciding now to use the even the odds and move the attachment from the units to White Scar Bikers, and this move is mainly done as a fundament for the second event I will trigger in the second, which is the readying all the units with the attachments. So I need to divide my attachments between the units to make them both ready, and that will basically kill my opponent off completely, wipe him off the ground. Yep, I'm playing it now, tapping my warlord, bringing those 2 up. Doesn't really giving him any chance by now. It's pretty much done. The blooded warlords without the effect, the units on tap without any. Yep. So what is it? 4 plus 2, 6. 6 times 2. Wow. Not going to. Well. Yeah, I added automatically my damage on these units from the. Well, it's actually 1. I made a mistake here. Fire Drake Terminator does only 1 damage, but for some reason I added 2 here. I think I've got confused with this drone. It doesn't really matter. I think this will wipe him off anyway. Yep. And another drone goes back. To my hands. Let's speed that up. I think this is pretty. So the other unit, Stealth Cadre, smashed his unit. I use the ability of the planet, and it actually allows me to draw the repair bay. It's funny enough because I've got a second one in my hand. So I will be bringing a lot of shields in the next deploy phase. It will be pretty much well done. Yeah. Cool. Let's do the next turn. Okay. Wow. Salem Enclave. Bloody hell. He deployed a fat unit on the planet number 1. Is the Dreadnought. Not a unit you can normally see like accompanying the Ragnar. This is the Chaplain Marvelous. Buddy. For some reason, my opponent brings it here in his deck. I'm not really sure if I've ever even saw before, like this unit playing with it along with the Ragnar. But well, okay. I've got the second repair bay. Now I'm gonna use the Enclave to bring the Fire Drag Terminators, Fire Drag. So 1 repair bay to bring the Free Shielder, 1 repair bay to bring the 2 Shielder, 3 Shielder. So I'm pretty much stacked on top of my deck. Now, if I'm gonna go for plan number 3. That means at any of the options, whatever he decides to land, I will win the command with 2 cards. That will bring all the shields onto my hand. And so that's what I intend to do. Just go for the last planet, bring those cards in, keep the shields. There's well, so much firepower anyway on plan number 1 that I will just get it done. Yep. Ragnar goes to plan number 1. He wins the command, finally. For the last 3 turns he wasn't able to draw anything from the command, which was pretty annoying, I believe, for my opponent. I do trigger the attachment, which I really like to put on the Blood Angels. Not only he can prevent the damage here, but also to deal do damage in return, so that makes him very dangerous itself. Let's win the command. Bring the shields. And even the odds still, wow, this is, I must draw it again. So, perfect hand. Just perfect. Final battle, even the odds, lots of shields. Not really expecting much from my opponent right now. Pretty much GG. Well, let's play this till the end, you know. Okay, Dreadnought attacking. I would take down one of the units with the attachments, basically, because I can be really dangerous there. I think there's a 3 HP on the White Scar Bikers. He's deciding to go for the Fire Drake Terminator, which is quite funny. I would definitely shield that. Okay, that's why. No mercy. Okay. No mercy. Does he have a crushing blow in hand? That would be pretty nasty. The reaction from the Fire Drake deals 1 damage in return to Dreadnought, but I think he's going to get that one prevented, so he can actually search the support of the attachment from the fire plant ability. So he okay. I think that move was just to basically just to, I don't know, he wants to kill that unit basically. Let him dig it out. Any dangerous attachments I could have like that against myself? Ragnar's camp? Nope. I think nothing I can think about. Let's see. The attachment or the support. Promotion. That's solid. That's pretty. Whoa. That's like wow. Heavy. He couldn't draw any better. I'm just laughing at that point because it's the irony. Okay, this is seals the deal. Nothing really scary. 2 command icons added onto Dreadnought. I will move that forward. Deciding to. I'm just going to actually put it back a little bit. So what I decided to do is to use even the odds to move the attachment from the Stealth Cadre, killing it in the same time, to put it on the White Sky Bikers, to boost them up to 6 + 2, 8 attack. And in the 8 attack, we basically try to seal this game in one blow, the final blow with the Bikers towards the Ragnar. That's it. The final blow goes down, and my opponent will have a trick. Probably not, but it doesn't really matter. This wipes him off. Yeah, that's it. GG. Okay. The game was pretty easy. I think my opponent pretty much was dominated in the command. He couldn't really draw any cards. He couldn't really deploy any cheap units as well. He decided to go for this Fire Drake, then he decided to go for the Dreadnought. He used his tricks on the beginning, but unluckily I had so many shields on that first planet, and the second battle as well. He despite of having some tricks in his hand, he couldn't, just pulled it off enough to kill me off, and I end up with, some 2 icon command unit who were just dominating the whole game, plus boosting chimeras all the time. I think it was a classic command game. I just did it because I saw the winning condition goes all to plan number 5, and we end up on plan number 5 by blowing the Warlord. So really interested in the comments. If you see any of my mistakes here, if you think like you could play this any better, or you think my opponent could do something here to inflict some damage and to make my game any harder, you can put some comments down below. I do apologize for my voice again. I'm not really in good shape. This is my first video, by the way. Do not really put any kind of graphics. This is far away from Slanish Devote, who makes really excellent videos. I think I've got a crappy voice anyway. I'm not really a radio star. But I definitely enjoy the game. I hope you do as well, and I'm looking forward to see some of your videos, guys. So once again, hello, and see you again next time. Thank you.